Hello down here, welcome back to Path of Exile. We are on our way to the Crypt to do our second trial in Act 2. Third one in Merciless. Yes. Actually still lugging the silver flask around from last time. Even though it was okay, but not as impactful as I had imagined it to be. Also, I probably want to reroll the mods on it to not have the reduced duration. It's probably better to have the consecrated ground last longer rather than be stronger. That's because flasks already last for such a freaking short time. I'm making them even shorter to boost the effect. Not quite sure if it's gonna be better. But yeah. Hello there, Soulmorn. We got some Goliath Greaves. What are you? Bringer of fragility.
Return to the dirt.
Didn't help him. What are you? Besides dead. Well, soon to be dead. Soon to be dead on dead. De-deadified. De-undeadified. Let's see. Spiny Mole. Oh, level 48. Still some lower level stuff, even though this is a level 60 area. And rares dropping here will actually start qualifying for the Chaos Orb recipe. That's probably something I should keep in mind. Berserker. Okay, we can deal with that. See, he's stunned. He's not gonna do anything. So releases some caustic clouds on death. Chaos damage, of course, being my major weakness. I don't have any means of resisting it right now. And negative 60% chaos resist is not good on your resume, tell you that. But hey, there's not a lot of things that do chaos damage, so it's not the end of the world. But it is something that I would like to fix, even if it's just to get all the red off of the character screen. So hammer smashing things up for fun and profits. Well, my fun and profits, not really theirs. Gem Cutter's Prism, I approve of those things. How high is my Earthquake? It's level 2. Every 1% gives you 1% increased physical damage. Can I use it this way? No, you cannot. That's right. Okay. So we take out the gem, we apply the cutter, and we put it back in. And then don't forget to reselect it. And we'll just continue as if nothing happens. Double claw. Boom. Here, trial. Where are you? Well, it's level 60 area, so I can't complain too much about XP. I'm only 64, close on 65. It's only when I hit 66 that I'm gonna start slowly scaling down. Well, 66 you gain about 90 or 95% of your XP, and after that it starts dropping a bit faster. It's good motivation to blitz even faster through things. Of course at a safe and sustainable pace. Of course, yes. I would never dare do reckless things, wouldn't I? No, that completely doesn't sound like me. Oh, that's I think that's actually the biggest trap of this build. You are so freaking tanky. And powerful. I mean, you can smash most things to bits really, really quickly. Crypt 2, that actually has a waypoint, doesn't it? Or is that the entrance here? I always forget. Yeah, it's the Chamber of Sins that has the waypoint on too. So then there's no point in putting a waypoint there. Especially since, to be honest, I'm not actually interested in going there. Not unless it's really easy to do. Oh, let's test it. Ah, they hurt. Okay. So there's a switch here. Ow. Go through, we'll just follow it. Then, ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Navigation, potion management. Might not be the best of things to combine. Okay. Just approach this as a puzzle. Then it works better. If you try to blitz through, it ends up hurting a bit more. Ow. Because this is one of those puzzles where being able to quickly jump through doesn't really help you. Okay. Now we get yet another level. And we solved the third trial. Yes, let's see, last time we assigned this one to get a bit of extra life and armor. This one's also a bit tempting, so I'll have to grab it. You got a wheel with some life and reduced mana cost of things, but mana is not an issue. So the life is nice, but might be able to get some more efficient things. On the other hand, we also have our attack chance, which is only 85% chance. Now it's 10% below the max. So grabbing these 3 nodes here for some extra accuracy might not be a bad idea. Some things here about getting more armor and damage, but that's just a nice side note. And of course we have the track towards Shaper for more life and mana regen. And of course below our skill wheel we have Constitution and all the good life stuff. And given that my life pool is only 3000, and it actually gets hurt quite a bit by those spinny wheels, I think I'm actually gonna go for Constitution first. And then deal with other things later. Okay, so, well, because we were already here, might as well blitz Bishop Archibald to something something. Guardian of yet another jewel. Because jewels are good. Did I actually trap me? Oh, I leap slam stuck to myself. If that's a good word. Leap slam stucking. Yes. Probably in a dictionary somewhere. Also, Crusader Blade with 4 link and quite some armor on it. Might be better than the Majestic here. Thing is, I don't really know most of the names of the things out of my head yet, because I just haven't played enough in the end game with different builds to know all the different ones. For the Shadow I can sorta make heads and tails of some of the things, but for a Marauder, it's my first Marauder in Merciless. That's a big one. Can we stun it? I don't think we made it. Okay, that's paladin boots. Let's prevent you from raising the dead. More spiders. Extra fire, curse immune, frenzy is damaged. Gemstone swords. Let's see what's over here. These guys are no longer there. And this looks like the bridge. The one bridge, rule them all. Archbishop Geoffrey the Abashed. Here we got a warhammer, a one-handed mace. How thoughtful. So, what's it do? It looks glowy. Bright Peak. So stun duration, increased physical, attack speed. A lot of attack speed, holy moly. 2.1 attacks per second, and that's just from the item itself. Increased crit chance, fire resist, and lightning resist. That's not bad. It's a level 20 something. 20 actually, item. That's decent for leveling if you're using a one-handed mace. Let's sell all the things as we always do. Okay, we keep these things. And then all goes into the box of stuff to sort. This one might be useful, so let's put it in there for crafting. Conqueror's efficiency. Less mana used, less mana reserved. And increased skill effect duration, but it's all very tiny bonuses. Just on paper it doesn't look compelling to pick this. Ever. The 2% reduced mana is probably the best thing on here on paper. This is also really slim. Very tiny chances to dodge things or avoid status ailments, or 8% increased life recovery is probably the best there. 4% increased effect of curses. Increased effect of flasks, 8%, that's probably the best. They're all meh. Let's pick this one. But as I keep saying, it's meh. Or I'm completely overlooking something. I'm always willing to admit if I just don't understand something or overlook something. But for now it just looks meh. Okay, west side of town. Killed witch, burn the heretic, purge the unclean. Wait, that's a wrong universe. And if I misquoted that, I'm gonna get so many Warhammer 40k nerds angry in the comments. Blessing of Elements. Oh, didn't really help him, no did it? Ooh, look, Golden Horde. Chaos Boys. Okay. Counters like these are really poor for your frame rate. So there was a reflector just melted without leaving any noticeable trace. Orb of Alchemy, always good to find. And just some scrolls and coins. Knowledge is power. But it also apparently goes together with money. Oh, wait, that's a bunch of blues. That might be interesting to go for. summons apes from trees. Got an ape whistle. And a waypoint, that's good, because then the other side leads us to Oak. Yep. Well, there's no point in actually going there just yet. Also, this is a Smoke Cloud Shrine. Fun for blinding enemies. Strongbox, look, we got some random currency. Extra items, always good. Yay, we found them. All of them. And then we're probably close to the exits. Oh wow, 2 yellows. Actually an orange, soul conduits. That was fun. Everything is in a position now. Oh, more a golden horde. Infamous for defeating frame rates. Holy moly. Stop it with those attacks, guys. Just die or something. I can't understand why they didn't optimize that better. The developers, that is. They must have playtested just Merciless spawns with just large amounts of Perandus hordes. So why am I going off for the reservation? Let's follow the road. Actually, I was just not the road itself. Never mind that. So we are still advancing very rapidly. But I think we are not advancing as rapidly as we were doing in Merciless. But no, of course, and to be fair, I really haven't upgraded my gear either. This is mostly just Merciless level gear or Cruel level gear. Wait, did I actually... Did light up? Yeah. So, where's my golem? I didn't outlevel it, that's good. That's one of the annoying things you have to keep an eye out when you are using a cast when damage taken setup. If the things that are being cast by the cast when damage taken gem, if they outlevel the cast when damage taken gem, might be that you become unable to cast them. Also, let's kill Marius, the Indebted Smuggler, because he is the brains behind the operation here. Hey, more coins. Okay, follow the road. Well. I think I was talking about something before I got distracted by Marius. Darn Marius. Oh, stop hitting my golem. Ah, yes. The golem. That's actually what I was talking about. Cast damage taken. That you can sometimes accidentally wreck your own setup. At least it used to be the case, and I think it might still be. I think I've had to be conscious about not leveling certain things in order to prevent breaking setup. Okay, so 2 companions, and they are on level rather than 10 levels below me, which is normal for the missions. Let's have a little fun here, shall we? Okay, let's cast the totem as well. He's regenerating quite a bit of life, but it wasn't enough. Hey, he's level 5. Oh, he was already 5, wasn't he? Alira. Hello, we burn the witch. I don't want your power charges. The attack totem. That's so good. Also so much fun. DPS 1800. It stacks perfectly well with my Earthquake. It's 50% extra damage. You don't really need to do anything for, except just slot something. And in fairness, I got my totem pumped a little, pimped a little bit. Melee splash, extra melee fizz, and increased AoE. Just so it can reach further and hit harder. But it's still doing pretty darn well. You could of course change the increased AoE. You could exchange that for, say, added fire. It does a lot of physical damage, so the added fire is gonna be pretty decent. Also, while I'm running after random mobs, I probably should be heading for the spider forest. And we can probably do everything in a single episode. Ooh, that's a nice group of enemies. They all explode. So 10%. 10% of physical damage reduction. Oh yeah, earlier I mentioned the chaos recipe, now that we are level 60. So if you sell rares to the vendors that are all level 60 or above, and if you basically manage to sell items as if basically you had emptied out every single socket in your gear. So 1 gloves, 1 boots, 1 helmet, an armor, a belt, 2 rings, an amulet, and either 2-hander or 2 one-handers, or 1-hander and a shield, or things like that. If you sell them all as rares, then you actually get a Chaos Orb. And you just get 1 for handing in a bunch of rares. But otherwise you would get orbs of alteration or things like that. And at some point, once you got 100, what's the next one gonna do differently for you, especially when you're low on chaos? There's also a number of ways you can make it more interesting. If you don't ID all those rares, you will actually get 2 chaos orbs rather than 1. Because, you know, the whole idea is that, well, maybe one of them would have been very good. So you're giving up the chance of getting something good for the guarantee of the 2 chaos orbs. And I think if they're all 20 quality or something, you could even get 3. But that's just such a unrealistic thing for just general farming. That is not even relevant. And I think once you hit 70 or 75, you actually get exalted orbs rather than chaos orbs for the same recipes. What are we gonna get? Winds of Change, Ancient Gauntlets. They are armor. Level 47, so that's not even as low as we are. It gives maximum life, increased projectile speed, reduced movement speed, chance to knock enemies back on hit, and 45% increased projectile damage. Okay, this is not gloves that are going to be useful for us because we don't have any projectiles on this build at all. But if you're playing an archer of some sort or a siege ballista build, this might not be a bad one to have. For 1100 coins, or no, not even 1100, I think I'm actually gonna grab them. I think these are interesting gloves that you could make interesting builds with. I currently don't have one, but Just the fact that it can enable builds, or not enable, but really boost a build, seems useful. Anything else? Some necromancer stuff. Azimite Juggernaut. That's the new tier of helmet, I suppose. It's not impressive enough though. Oh, gavel. Of course, want to keep those. Okay, not really impressed by everything else.
Return if you must.
So let's see. Just put everything into the bin. Then after that, we grab our coins. So we needed a full stack of these, and let's grab that one as well. Then we have more than enough. So this is why I've been saving up my coins, because I know that some of the there will be uniques for sale. And this looks interesting. So we accept. And I still want your portal. That's just an aside though. Hey, Weaver. Let's look for her. Episode's getting slightly longer than normal, but hey. You know me by now. I like my distractions. The more distracting, the better. Regular strongbox, let's just hit it. Nothing interesting, but I saw a yellow here. That disappeared. Did I just accidentally kill it already? I might have. All these spiders look alike. And most of them don't even have the decency of dropping decent loot. Oh, yellow spider. So, cast when damage taken is now skills that require level 60 or less. 1600 damage, so yeah. Probably want to hold off on leveling that one for a while, just until I get my life up, because as I say, I want to keep my goal as about half of my life. Blood Rage is level 55, Molten Shells 58, Stone Golem is 58, so I have to hold those off as well. Or, you know, I should just boost my life a bit further. But I'm working on that with my skill points, just need to get more skill points. Maybe should actually explode them. Okay, so we were heading in the wrong direction. Happens sometimes. It's not like they got a decent GPS and a up-to-date map of this area. I'm literally the one making the map. Hello there, yellow spider. Again. Yellow spider of let's not drop any loot. Okay, gonna take a lot of chaos damage here. This is gonna be fun.
I cannot do this yet.
So she will hurt because chaos. I had nothing against it. Nearly got her though. Down to 1 life. 1% of her life. Boom. Got her. Nearly killed her before she could disappear, which is fun. Okay, so we got everything we need to look for oak next time. So let's talk to Silk. What are we gonna get from you? A yellow Crusader plate looks best. Any good? It's got more armor than what I currently have. It's got 5 points less life, but it's got way more resistances. I think I found myself a new armor. All I need to do is link this, but that's not gonna be an issue. So, sometimes you actually do get something nice from the NPCs. Cool. Well, pretty good episode, I would say. We did a trial, we defeated a witch, we actually still need to talk to Bestel for the skill point. I'm gonna do that after the episode, just work my way towards the Cyan Life Wheel. We gained the spike, we picked up this Winds of Change from Mr. Kadiro, and to top it all off, quest reward was actually useful. So let's see what next episode's gonna bring, if it's gonna top this or not. Well, that's gonna be next episode, so I hope you will join me then. Words, I'm gonna stop now. Bye bye.